Today I have a pretty big organizational video for you, so if you love stationery or you love organizing, then you might find this video quite satisfying. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a long one, so I finally decided to start sorting through all my moving and storage boxes, and I figured I would begin with stationery. I've never really had a good stationery organizational system before, so the two boxes that you're about to see me go through are actually the two boxes that everything has been stored in for the last couple of years, and it has been on my to-do list for a very long time to get in and actually sort through everything. So it's nice to finally be getting it done. And these two boxes will stay with my mum. She had a pretty extensive stationery collection before the fire, and now that she has nothing, I thought this would be a nice way to start her collection again. And I don't really feel the need to take all of this stuff with me when I do move. So that's where we're at. I did film the first part of this video a couple of days ago, and since then I've purchased some desk organizational containers that I'm really excited to share with you a little bit more towards the end of the video. So let's jump back a couple of days, go through all of the stationery, and then we'll get in and I'll show you all my new desk organization. These are my two stationery boxes. One actually is labeled stationery and the other is labeled DIY, and then the stuff that's down here on my bed is a little bit newer. So I've got a couple of my Zebra mild liner pens. I love these, but the rest of my collection is in storage in Canada. And then these are my Artline pens that I just got recently from Big W, as well as my new coloring book. So I'll try and link some of this stuff in the description if I can, but I need to empty both of these boxes and start sorting through it because some of my pencil cases have opened and I know that there is just random stuff all through these, and it just really needs to be sorted. As you can see, it's just a little bit of a mess in here. There's just lots of pens lying around, and that doesn't even have a lid, and it is totally broken, so that's gonna have to be thrown out. I'm actually going to need to draw all of these pens, like swatch them onto paper to make sure that they're still actually good. I've just been going through and putting everything into similar types of pens, so like Sharpies, calligraphy ones, just random miscellaneous, just writing pens, more markers, some of the Kiki K ones. Like this orange one didn't have a lid on it, so it might not be good, but I'm just going to keep working through this and just putting everything into different piles. I've just grabbed out my visual diary and I'm going to use this to start testing some of these pens. These are just a random pack of highlighters. It's not very good. I think I should get rid of that. Oh, these are terrible. Not one of these is actually any good, so I'm going to toss all of those. All of my Sharpies are totally fine, so I will probably just add these to the collection of pens that I've been using to color in on my coloring book. These are 2 packs of whiteboard markers that I purchased from Daiso, but I bought them like years ago, and I know I'm using them on paper and not a whiteboard, but they're not showing up very well, and I also don't have a whiteboard, so I think I will just get rid of those. That one worked totally fine considering it didn't have a lid on it, although I don't really think it's the type of pen that will dry up, and these are fine. I just don't know where the rest of the collection is. I think there might be another pencil case somewhere, maybe in the other box. All of these Bic markers are totally fine. I think these are like, you know, a very similar sort of product to Sharpies, so I will add these to the marker collection. These are some Artline calligraphy pens. There should be one more to this collection. I feel like I've gone and created an absolute royal mess on my bed. The other box is just as bad, if not worse, than the other one. So at the bottom of this one, we just have a few random things and a lot of paper clips and thumbtacks. And then this is just a big mix of stuff that started as DIY, but then it's managed to end up as parts stationery anyway. So very strange. I don't know why or how I ended up getting things all mixed up. That's one of my pattern pieces from my subject last year. Man, I have a lot of stuff. I found more stuff, and I feel like the DIY box was a lot of things from my degree, like supplies and stuff. I found more of these Kiki K pens. There's 8 here, but I feel like it could be 10 or 12 to the whole set. I found some of these smaller highlighters. I also found some of these bigger highlighters, so I need to test all of those as well. All of these highlighters are totally fine. These ones are all fine as well. I feel like there should be a green one in this collection as well. I stand corrected. This red one does not work. It has not had a lid and nothing's coming out. So that one is going to have to go, which now really frustrates me because I don't have a complete collection, and that just really hurts. I don't know why, but I like having complete collections of things. I feel like I'm making some progress. I've done all of the pens and the pencils. In terms of pencils, I only have this collection here, which is from Crayola, and they're totally fine. I'm a little annoyed that I don't have the full set of the Kiki K pens, but there's nothing wrong with them, so there's no point in getting rid of them. This set over here, I will keep out because I will be using those in the near future, and by near future, I mean like today, tomorrow, and the next day in all of my coloring. Undecided as to whether I will include these in my coloring set right now. I wish I knew where the 4th one of this was, because that's kind of annoying me. I have lots of lead pencils that my mum will be able to get some use out of, and I don't know if you've been watching me for a long time or not, but you might remember years ago I did a collaboration with Study with Jess, and I'm pretty sure these pencils were part of a stationery DIY that we did. And then I have these highlighters that can just go away. These are just random pens. I should probably test if all of these pens work as well, so I might do that now. And then these ones here can go in that as well. This is a little set from Kiki K. I'm not sure if you can get it anymore, but I need to test these pens. So these ones all definitely don't work, but the other ones do, so we'll keep these ones but get rid of these ones. First part of storage and organization is not that one, but my pencils and the pens can go into this pencil case. This is a pencil case I think I got from Daiso maybe, but that makes things really easy. These will all be staying with my mum, and I think that's just a really nice, easy way to organize just lead pencils and random pens that can be used for writing. This is one of the Unipin fine liners that I had for my degree, and I actually really love this pen, so I'm going to put this into my regular pencil case that I use all the time. In this sequin pencil case, which it's not even a pencil case, it's in the shape of a bottle because I think it came on either like a miniature alcohol bottle or a like body product, but I have had this for a million years. But in this one, I'm going to put the colored pencils. Also, I might do the Kiki K pens, and then if they'll fit, I'll do these highlighters as well. The next thing I'm going to jump in and organize is all of my glitter. I have so many different glitter containers from all different kinds of DIYs. Actually, to be honest, I have no idea what I even used these for. And I have one Ziploc bag in here where one of the glitters must have like exploded. So that can stay as is, but everything else can just go sort of all into a bigger Ziploc bag that I got from upstairs. I have only one other Ziploc bag, and I'm trying to decide between sticky tapes, washi tapes, just tape in general, or paint. I feel like I might do the tapes because they're just a little bit more fiddly and they can go into the Ziploc bag. I do think I have a third one up in the cupboard, but I'm not sure. Part of me feels like this was a dangerous operation trying to do stationery and paints on a white bedspread. I'm being very careful, and so far we're good. There's no disasters yet. Keyword being yet. In terms of DIY stuff, making some serious progress. So down the side here are all kinds of tissue papers, cardboards, just regular paper, some birthday packaging, Christmas cards, photo frame, like a wooden box that I could do something with, and then this Doctor Who TARDIS that has paints in it to paint that I might do at some point. I've got a bag of balloons down here, spray paint, and then this old spotlight bag is just full of like miscellaneous props, like there's bells, Easter eggs, just all kinds of DIY supplies. I've reused a couple of extra little Ziploc bags from the DIY box. So this one has some wall screws in it, but I've also put in more, I guess, like tool sort of things like pliers and a Stanley knife. The rest I think is pretty much just stationery, although the glitter can go into the DIY box as well. I did also find a bunch of sewing supplies. They can go into my sewing box, which is a whole other box in the other room. And then I do need some sort of storage system for hole punches and scissors. And then I have some glue as well that needs a home, and then paint brushes, paints, my hot glue gun, and I also found a whole bunch of hot glue sticks as well. My 2 storage boxes look so much better. So this is the DIY one. It's still really full, but it's a lot better than what it was. I do need to get something to put my hot glue gun and the hot glue gun sticks in, but for now it can sit like that. And then this is the stationery one, which looks so much better. I've got all of the paints just sitting in here and some glue down there as well, which I think is fine for now. I just need to do something with the paint brushes and the scissors and the hole punches, but it's looking a lot better and I'm feeling really good about it now, and I can leave these with mum. I don't have any interest in taking any of these with me to Canada. Then down here I have a whole bunch of pens and stuff that I think I'm going to use all the time now while I do my coloring in. So all of this will get stored into my desk, which I will have to show you in a moment. And then this little pile over here is all of the stuff that I'm going to part ways with because they're either just broken or it's just extra rubbish packaging, whatever. So I'm feeling a lot better about finally, after years, sorting through these 2 boxes. Moving on to the new desk organizational system. I actually went through and organized all of this yesterday. I didn't do it on camera because there wasn't really a lot to it, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more of a tour rather than actually showing you what I did, but I can talk you through it because it's pretty simple and really quite easy to achieve. This is my current desk. I've shown this many times before. I have a new addition up here for some pens, some fine liners, a pencil, and a highlighter. This was some sort of container that actually came with a lid that I got from the $2 store, and I need to take the rest of that sticker off, and I've just put a highlighter that's gray. Everything in here is sort of black, gray, white, a pencil, a couple of liner pens, and then my regular pen that I got from Muji that I used to write everything down with, and it's just been sitting over here in the corner. And then moving on to the desk, this is just the best part. So I've organized my drawer again, rearranged a few things, and come up with this organizational system for my stationery. In the corner over here, I now have 3 containers that I also got from the $2 store, and instead of organizing everything in the type of pens and pencils, because I don't feel that my collection is big enough of any of them, I've actually color coded. So I've gone pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, and purples, and they're just these little containers. They are a little bit longer than most of the pens, but then of course I have like my combo, which are quite long anyway, so it works. Also in the end one, I have a sticky tape as well. The rest of the sticky tapes are all in the other boxes, but I have one out just in case I need it. Then next to that, I have my 2 watercolor paints. I actually don't know where the lid is for this one, but it's fine. I have a little bit of tissue paper underneath. I also have a watercolor pad. I have my all-time favorite pencil case that I will get to in a minute. I have some paint brushes, and then right on the bottom I have my visual diary. Just at the back behind that I have a pair of scissors and a tape measure, and then some batteries, electrical things, wall plugs, memory cards, and all that. The rest of the stuff that was in here I moved into one of the cubes over in my other little bookshelf thing because I have an entire drawer full of camera equipment and it just seemed like a better place to store electrical things. Onto my favorite pencil case. This is from Typo. I wish they still made stuff that was this cute. So it's gray and white with gold hardware, and in here I just have a pencil sharpener, a few lead pencils, a set of Copic markers that are like fine line pens, and then also an eraser. So just a little simple collection, but this is the pencil case I take every everywhere with me. When I'm traveling, I take it. It's just a great place to put some things, like, you know, when you need to fill out forms when you are traveling and you've got to do the customs stuff. It's just nice to be able to have a place where I can keep all of the things that will help me get all that sort of stuff done when I'm traveling. So comes with me absolutely everywhere. But that is my new stationery organizational system for all the things that I'm currently using, and then all of the things that my mum will be getting when we move into the new house. That's my new organization system. I am obsessed with the desk. I think it looks really pretty, especially with everything being color coordinated, and it's so easy just to open the drawer and grab out whatever I need. The only thing that I don't really have an organizational system for is my giant coloring book. Like, this is a pretty decent sized book and I don't really know where to put it, so it's actually sort of just been living on my desk like that. I mean, maybe I could put it up in the corner or something, but it's pretty big, so it just tends to stay out. My laptop sits on it and it's fine, and I've just been really enjoying getting all of the drawings done. This is one of my favorite ones at the moment, and I really like the colors that I've gone for on this. I can't even turn the pages, they're so thick. This one I hate, it's really ugly, but I was just testing all of the different pens that I got out of the storage boxes to see what the different colors looked like, and it's not pretty. I've done a mermaid one, and then I also did this unicorn horse thing as well. So this has been keeping me occupied. I've really been enjoying it. It's just a nice thing to do in my downtime, and I find coloring in really relaxing. So once I finish this book, I will probably get another one. But that is all of my stationery organization. It feels so good to have finally got through and organized my stationery, but it also feels really good to have made a start on sorting through all of my boxes. So in the next couple of weeks, I will definitely be moving on to like my kitchen stuff that I need to sort through. I also have bathroom stuff that I need to sort through as well. And then of course, in the next couple of weeks, I will probably make a trip to Melbourne to start on the rest of my storage locker. So plenty of decluttering and organization videos coming up shortly as I go through everything and start planning and preparing all of the things that I will be moving with me over to Canada when I can finally go back. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Up the top, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I will leave a link to another one of my videos, and I will see you in the next one.